Have you ever wanted to be able to go out to any lake and catch a bass? That's where I was many years ago when I started my bass fishing journey. Hi, my name is Zander, and in this video I'll be showing you the 4 main types of baits you'll need to be successful in bass fishing. I'll give you a rundown of each bait, and then at the very end I'll be discussing the importance of time and weather. The first bait you will want is some sort of finesse bait. The second is jigs. The third is spinner baits, and fourth is topwater. So the first, finesse, is the most broad and is the most effective way to catch a lot of bass. This is because it looks just like a big juicy worm, which is exactly what bass love to eat. To rig these, you will want an extra wide gap hook rigged just like that, and then you will want to slide the weight on the line and then tie the hook on. The second style I like for finesse is a curly tail, which can be fished the same way on a Texas rig. The best colors include green pumpkin, black and blue, and watermelon red flake. The second bait you will want for bass fishing is jigs. Jigs can be fished in many ways. However, I have found the most effective way is to cast it out and to sink all the way to the bottom and hop it off the bottom, or just reel it in slowly along the bottom. If you want to reel it in a little bit faster, you may want to switch to a chatterbait, which has a little blade on the end that vibrates when you reel it in. And it gives it way more flash, and big bass love that. When rigging these, you will want a crawdad imitation as the trailer. This just gives it more action, and it makes the big bass go wild. Third type of bait you will want are spinner baits. When rigging spinner baits, you will want a paddle tail swim bait for the trailer. And when you fish, you cast it out, let it sink all the way to the bottom, then you reel it in slowly. The best colors are chartreuse, white, and black and blue. The fourth style is topwater. The best baits for topwater, in my opinion, include popper and frogs. Topwater is so fun because when you're just casting and popping a popper along the surface, a giant bass will come out of the water, jump completely out, and smoke that bait. As I said, the popper is a great style of bait if you want a slower presentation but a bigger splash and attract bigger fish. But if you find lily pads, you will want a frog. To fish the frog, you want to cast it out and reel it in and give it slight pulls as you reel it. The best place to fish frogs are when you find lily pads. So I will be discussing weather and time for each of these baits. First, finesse and jigs. They are the best when the day gets hotter and you want to fish along the bottom. The next is spinner baits. Spinner baits work pretty good just about any time of the day. However, I've had the most luck when it's slightly colder out. And topwater works best when the air is cold and the water is slightly warmer. This is because the bass tend to like the colder air because they prefer to be colder over warmer because they're cold-blooded. So, in conclusion, I showed you the 4 main types of baits: finesse, jigs, spinner baits, and topwater. Then I discussed the weather you will want for each and the time of year. So you see, bass fishing isn't all that hard, and I hope you take these baits and you go use them on your local lake and catch the big bass.